Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Today for your Sunday, it's going to be a TVC from TSL 9 featuring Maru and Reynor on Waterfall. Top right, it is Maru, our yellow Terran, and the bottom left, it is a purple Zerg blending into the purple creep. It is Reynor from Kazi Gaming. Alright, man, should be an excellent TVZ. These two players are tops of their respective races here today. Overlord scouting out for proxies. Maru is a proxy master, but today he is not proxying because there's not an SCV out on the map. Woof. Alright, man, Maru, what's going to go on here today? What is your plan? Battle cruisers, Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, and Widow Mines? Maybe some ghosts if the game goes on long enough. Late game against Zerg is much, much easier if you have ghosts. That is for sure. Have we ever seen lately a Terran player beat a Zerg player in late game without ghosts? I don't think so. I'm not sure anyone's even tried. They're just so vital. They're so vital to everything the Zerg player can do. They're great against Ultras. They're great against Broodlord. They can even snipe Hydralisks. They're amazing against Lurkers sometimes. You want them. You want them for everything they can do. They'll EMP enemy infestors and Vipers too. Ghosts are where it's at, man. We're going to see any ghosts today. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, Maru doesn't go for a Reaper? Dude, I have a Reaper name ready to go and everything. We are pretty low on those, though. So if you want to give me a Reaper name, feel free. Just toss it into a comment that you leave on the channel. Put Reaper name on it, and I'll read it for sure. I'll put it in the list. And we'll use it. I've used every Reaper name anyone has ever requested me to use on the channel. Crazy stuff, right? Right. So, Barracks Factory. So, Barracks Expansion Factory here. 16, 18, 17 timing from Raynor. Third hatch timing is soon. Let's see. About now, I would say. The drone should start moving out unless Raider's too base in it, but nope. No, he is not. He's going to sneak right on over and say, Hola, mi amo drone. Now, mi amo... Oh, you got here too early for that joke timing to work. Mi amo hatchery. Neat. What's going on? Andor continues to be amazing. Like, if you're not watching Andor, I get it. But I'm just going to recommend it again because holy smokes. And honestly, might be... Is it my favorite Star Wars property of all time? It's just, there's competent bad guys in it, people. There's a Star Wars heist with no Jedi involved. Like, how cool is that? These Lings come across the map because there wasn't a Reaper to stop them. They don't get anything done, and the Hellion's going to chase them down and execute them now. So, let me split up. It's the cops. Whoosh. Okay, got one. The second one's probably going to die, but the other... It's hard to see the purple on this map. It's so dark. So dark. Maru says, "You will not escape me, little Zergling. Whoosh. You will burn to death and fall over in agony." Alright, Raynor, what's your plan, dude? Roach Warren? I don't know. Baneling Nest? Nope. Lair? More queens? Yes. Can't say no to more queens at all. Medevacs on the way? Could be a Hellbat timing. We get an armory at all? No. Widow Mines are out. Okay. So Widowmine Marine Hellbat Medevac. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but pretty strong, I would say. Have we seen anybody try that before? I don't know. Am I making that strategy up? Entirely possible that I could be. Creep spread is awesome. It's Raynor. Like, what else do you want from this guy? What else can he do for you to prove how cool he is? Well, it's a Marine Widowmine drop. Here we go. Maru coming down that right side. Ooh, Raven on the way. And Banshee Cloak. Okay, so we're going to see Cloaked Banshees. We're going to see Ravens. We're going to see Widowmines. I don't think I would unload... Yeah, that Widowmine is... Oh! Oh! Gets a big hit off. I was going to say, it was not getting anything done. But then it did get anything done. Yo, big hits. Nice. Okay, Maru's like, I didn't expect that at all. Cool. Let's unload the Marines. Maybe do some pressure here. Maybe use some Hellion stuff on the other side. There's an Overlord up here getting chased away by a Marine. Yeah, Raven's going to finish. Ravens take forever to build. Spellcasters, man, not cheap. They don't build quick either. I guess queens are spellcasters, and they build fairly fast. I don't know. They don't take as long as a queen to build, I don't think, though, is the point I'm trying to make. Engineering bay as part of the wall. I say, what is this? What is happening here? Well, this is why ravens, right? We don't see them that much because they're slower than everything else. They don't benefit from stim at all. And they take hits from queens for days. Yeah, this group gets chased away. A bunch of lings jump on top of that one. One on the way for the lings. Very nicely done. +1 attack for the infantry. Getting researched too. These guys are like, yeah, we can kill any number of lings. Don't worry about us at all. Nice. See, but the raven, and why people requested a lot, people on my channel are like, why don't Terrans make ravens to clear creep? It's because they just take queen hits. But yes, it is really awesome to be able to kill creep tumors without having to use scans. You can mule all day. It's beautiful. Where's your third base, man? Uh-oh. Maru doesn't have a third base at 6 minutes, which you know what that means. An attack is on the way. Can't just sit here and be on 2 bases against Reynor, and he's going to get a 4th soon. By that I mean it's almost done, and just be like, we're good. We'll just let him do that. We'll sit on 2 bases. We'll try to macro up. We'll try to keep up with him. Nope. You're not going to keep up with a 4-basing Zerg, so it's time to go. Here we go. So this is our 6-minute push. Little stronger than usual because they're not a command center out, but this timing is pretty normal stuff. Lings get us around on a couple of the Hellions. Wipe them out. Okay, that's good. That was pretty free. Creep tumors getting replanted everywhere, but coming across the stream is the Marine count. Marines, Hellions, trying to take down those tumors. Nice, beautiful stuff there. Raven providing detection while having like 5 HP. He's getting target fired by queens left and right here too. Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go. Maru looking real strong all of a sudden, getting right up into this natural base, threatening the third base a little bit too. Did Raynor overdrone a little bit? Was he expecting a third base and there wasn't one? Raynor trying to get out of this with queens, but not going great against these stimmed Marines. Banelings without speed. Get some decent connections there. 2 drones do die. Banelings not connecting on the Marines on the low ground on the creep there. Army value is 60 to 26. And our Raynor, he's trying to hide on the extractor there, but that's GG. Game 1 of our sneaky twofer is complete. And Maru with the little 7-minute timing there. No third base, man. That was a 2-base all-in as it gets. No third bases. None. Let's go. Raynor's like, oh, I made way too many drones. What do you make? Like 70 workers today? And Maru's like, 46 is good. Let's do this. Let's time it with our combat shield, our stim, our +1 attack. What are the upgrades for the Zerg? +1/+1, yes, but no centrifugal hooks, right? That's really important for this kind of an attack. Doing this with lings and queens and slow banelings is tough. He really should have started baneling speed faster. So very nicely done, Raynor. But better job by Maru, I suppose, is what I should have said there. Oh, no, Maru gets a 1 and Raynor gets a 0. That's what it is. So well done. GG there for game 1 for Maru. Just caught Raynor entirely off guard. Massacred him. Look how they massacred my boy. We'll see if game 2 is a little bit better. A little bit better here for our dude, Raynor. Stick with it. Don't go anywhere. Hit that like button if you haven't already. All right, game 2 is going to be here on Tropical Sacrifice. Top right, our Zerg player, it is Raynor. Bottom left, it's our guy, Maru. So what revenge does Raynor have on his mind today? Better scouting? I think he didn't scout that there wasn't a third base, or else he wouldn't have saturated his third base that hard. Man, 1 missed scout, and you're dead. That's how StarCraft works. Nothing too crazy about it, honestly. It's punishing is what it is, but that's how the world is. You make 1 mistake and you're in a lot of trouble. Well, what's on the way today here, friends? Is Raynor going to go for a pool firster? Absolutely not. Neat. But guess what? Maru's going command center first. Love it. Love it. Not going to say no to that ever. Let's go. Let's go command center first against a Zerg player. Can't do it every time, or else they'll just pull first to you and shut it down every time. But, you know, about 50% of the time, maybe even 75% of the time, you can get away with it. The Zerg player is going to be like, I don't want to gamble. Because if I go pool first and it's a regular 1-rack expend, then all of my lings die. I'm going to send them across. A Reaper's going to pop out. All the lings will die. My economy's garbage because I didn't go hatch first, and it was for nothing. So it's genius. I would do, again, it's about 75% of the time in ZVTs, I would just go command center first if I was Maru. That's it. I think it will work out very nicely for him long run. So, Overlord's checking for proxies. This one's scouting to see what's going on the other side, but this guy's checking for proxies. Not going to find anything, because again, Maru went command center first, which is the anti-proxy build. And the command center is going to finish beautifully, not too far behind Raynor's hatch popping at that second base. That's what we like to see, Terran players. We're on board. Let's go. On the other side, what are we doing? Well, I don't know. We're not making a Reaper, that's for sure. Man, people who have been submitting Reaper names lately, they're very sad. They're sad at you, Maru. Just make a Reaper for scouting purposes alone. Then you don't have to use scans for it. And what if Raynor showed up with like 37 lings right now? I guess that's, you'd pull back to this wall and you'd be fine, I guess. That's the plan. Third base coming in at 2:30 for Raynor. What else is going on? Chainsaw Man is great. If you didn't hear my thoughts on Chainsaw Man, you should check out the Falcon Paladin Hour. Third base on the way, sub 3 minutes for Maru, by the way. It is a podcast with myself and Samacron. He's an Aussie. Search Falcon Paladin on your podcast app or Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. If you want the video format, we stream them on twitch.tv/Somicron, SOMICRON, every week. And also they're on his YouTube channel over at, just search Falcon Paladin Hour. On the YouTube search bar, you'll find them. But I'll talk about Chainsaw Man. I will give my thoughts about Mob Psycho 100, which is a really great anime as well. I guess I already gave some of my thoughts on Andor, but my deeper thoughts on Andor are available on the podcast. So that's free. That is a free way to get more Falcon Paladin rambling about stuff. We will talk about StarCraft 2 tournaments as well, like who won the latest GSL, right? Who do we think is going to win the World Championship this year? All sorts of fun stuff like that. Who's going to military? Who is back? Get out of the way, male Carrick, say the Hellions. Get off our lawn. Creep spread pushing. This might actually finish. Ooh, it does, because the Hellions didn't go that way. Queen's positioning themselves to block. Block! Remember that Terry... Was it a Terry Crews Old Spice commercial with odor blocking? And he said block a lot. I remember that one. They're weird, man. Weird commercials for sure. Yep, that's my brain, though. We got Stim. We've got a Viking out to help kill that Overlord, which is gonna die anyway. But I think... Oh, what'd the Overlord see? I guess we checked that. Saw Barracks is coming up. Didn't see the third command center, though, and that sucks. Because Raynor's like, I tried... I should have scouted it last game. Creep Tumor sniped. Beautiful. And I didn't. Ooh, Ling sniped. Very nice job there by those Hellions. So I don't know if there's a third base for Maru or not. Should I saturate my third base or should I try to make stuff? Well, Baneling Nest is on the way at about 4:40 anyway. About the same time the lair started there. That's when I like to make my Baneling Nest. But, you know, against 1 base openers and 2 base timings, sometimes you want Banelings and you don't have them because you waited until after lair and then you're a sad Zerg player. But 'tis the life of Zerg is how much can I drone? Oh no, I droned too much. I lost. Oh no, I droned too little. I lost. It's rough. It's a rough go for Zerg players out there in the world of StarCraft sometimes. But, you know, then you've got Serral and you've got Reynor making Zerg look incredibly overpowered. And you're like, well, do I really have it that bad? And you don't, I guess, is the thing. Stim finishing up. Wrong button there. Stim finishing up for our guy, GSL multiple champion. Like, he's won GSL so many times it's not even funny anymore. Is it 5 now? Is he working on 6? Some Maru fan in chat can tell me what's up with that. Seems possible, I would say. 4th base coming up down right side by Raynor. Oh, did he scout this? No. But he's like, there's nothing moving out, so it's got to be a 3rd base. And there it is. Hooray! He scouted the 3rd base. And he made the right choice, right? He's got some lings out, but not any more than he had in the last game. And he's saturating his 3rd base beautifully, oversaturating it even. Fantastic stuff. Centrifugal Hooks is on the way. And here comes Maru. He's like, well, let's bust it out. It's time. 6 minutes on the clock. You can't let the Zerg player be alone for longer than that. Well, not much longer than that anyway. Armory on the way for Maru. Maybe for the Widow Mines. I don't know. We're going to clear some creep here. Yeah, I think he has to. Oh, he has to burn a scan now, and he can't. Ah, it sucks. Maybe there's some tumors over here, or maybe there's a hatch we can kill, he says. But I don't know. There's a lot of Lings and Banes and stuff here. Meanwhile, Ling's getting inside the main base. No, the supply depot was down. The natural base is under attack. Great pull on those SCVs, getting them down. Hellions should be able to roast this up. Really not much of a problem here. 2 SCVs do get killed, but that's it. I mean, that was pretty amazing. So now we're going to scan and clear some creep tumors and maybe finish off this 4th base down the right side if we're Maru. That was okay. That was all right for Maru, I think. Not too shabby there. Armory finishes. Hydralisk Den on the way. Centrifugal Hooks is done. These Banelings are roly-polies now, which I call potato bugs, but there's different regional names for them in America. Just the little... I've heard pill bugs, too. The little bugs that, when you pick them up, they roll into a ball? What do you call that where you are? Because it was always potato bugs when I was a kid. Anyway, here comes the Hellbat attack. It was for Hellbats. Banelings kill all of them. But that means the Marines didn't take any Baneling hits, and they're okay with that. The Queen Transfuses are hot until the transfuse... Oh, is that a Widowmine shot? What the... Or the tank... What? That? Widowmine killed it, right? 3 kills? I don't know if that happened or not. That was rough. Yo! Ah! But then Banelings rolled in Maru's 3rd base and wiped out 16 of his SCVs. That's not good, but also Queens dying here can be a snowball-y play to where a Zerg player loses. When Queens start to fall like that, but they don't. Reynor holding on and wiping... Wow. He brought those Banelings in from all the way up here, didn't he? That's the only way they could get in. Oh my gosh, that was sick. He just walked them in, too. I don't think he dropped those. Maybe he dropped those. I'm having a thought here. Widowmine's always pretty good. That guy's got 1 kill. We'll take it. Defending this 4th base with his life now is Raynor. The Widowmine's getting some hits off there, though. Widowmine's got 1 kill. So by hits, I mean hits. Woof, where's my water at? And Maru really threatening this hard. Hydralisks are joining the party here. There we go. Hydra's providing a lot of extra DPS on the back lines behind these Queens and these Lings and these Banes. Tentatively spreading some creep out here. You can't cancel these. You used to be able to. You remember the days when you could cancel creep tumors that were under construction and you would be able to pop it back and try again later? They got rid of that a long time ago. Widowmine connects. Nice split. Beautiful split. Concussive shell on the way. Okay, so Raynor's looking strong right now. He's fighting hard. He's keeping this base alive, which is nice. Got maybe split against these Banelings. Yeah, a bit of a split there. Not a crazy big split, but Maru's got another army coming up the left side, which is his speciality. He likes attacking 2 places at once, but coming up this tiny choke, scary. Maru says, I'm going to eat the Baneling shots, Marauders. That's what you're here for, baby. And he's coming up this ramp. The Banelings again exploding on Marauders. There's a lot of Marauders here, actually. And the Hydras are scary, and the Lings are scary enough to pick up and get the heck on out of there. And then another attack from Maru down on the right side. Reynor has to decide how much to devote to defense on both sides. Great target firing on those Banelings, though. That was some sick stuff for sure. This group's getting all chased away, though. So Maru, if he wins, he's not winning on the bottom right here either. He's down about 50 supply to the Zerg player. Not looking good for Maru, but he's making more Widow Mines. He's got a 4th base up and running. Well, almost. He's working on it. Raynor's defense of this 4th base has been heroic, for sure. Come on. Infestation pit on the way. Reynor going to that tier 3 level. Probably going to be lurkers based on the upgrade paths here. It could be ultras too, except they're bad. So maybe the upgrades are just for the Lings and Banelings. What? No. Maru's 4th base getting Ling swarmed. That's really bad for him. And suddenly, that's a 3 basing Maru at 10 minutes. And Raynor's at 5 bases with this guy here. Yeah, if the fourth base had died, if Maru had been able to actually succeed here, it'd be a different story. But as it stands, dude, 9 SCVs died. They were mining into a war zone. Never good. Lurker Den on the way. 34 Morlings in production. Raynor's got 87 workers. He's fine. He's fine with whatever the Terran player wants to do here. God, more Marauders dying for nothing on the ground, and the creep spread is continuing, and this is looking kind of bad for Maru. That first game, it's just Terrans look their strongest, like in the first 7 minutes of games. And if it goes beyond that, then suddenly the Zerg player starts to look kind of real scary. And that's what Raynor is doing here. Game 1, Maru looked in charge, in control. Raynor was lost. And then in Game 2, Reynor has been able to macro up. He's got 1 million bases up. He's got all the tech that he wants. He's got beautiful upgrades. And now this is where ghosts need to start happening here. But Maru's not doing that, is he? No. God, these lings. Okay, they did kill that hatchery. They did kill the 12 o'clock base attempt here by Raynor. And he's going to boost a crop into the main base, which is a long run distance. No, he's going to juke back, maybe. No, he thinks about it. He jukes a little bit, and then he lands. And Ling's coming into the fourth base again, into the meat grinder, though. Yeah, friendly fire, Widowmine splash, not good. Oh. Maru trying to turn this game around with a beautiful drop into the main, but the Hydras show up. And then he boosts down, and he lands. He's going to deny this base again. Kill Creep Tumor or two. Kill the drone heading down this way. Maru, is he reversing this game? He is one of the best in the world at taking a situation where he's down immensely and turning it into one where he's way up. But Painlings rolling into your fourth base does not help you in your attempts to get a comeback. Not at all. Adrenal Gland is on the way here too. We've got 3-3 being researched by Maru. Still no ghost tech from him at 12 minutes. Is not late necessarily, but I'm watching for sure. Trying to hold, trying to Banelings rolling down hills. Too many Banelings. Get out of there. Another attack from Maru, sneaking on non-creeped ground, so Raynor doesn't see this. Plus, he's worried about all this stuff happening in his main, which he's cleaning up quite nicely, mind you. But there's enough. Oh, Banelings connecting. Oh, is there enough here? There are a handful of Hydralisks. Lings are cruising in, but the DPS output on that hatchery is nuts, and it does go down. But how much Terran died to make it happen? A lot of Terran died. But the fourth base is dead. Maru coming in from the top side. Only fighting Queens. He's fine with that as three Marines and Marauders. Then he leaves this Marauder behind. He sees there's a bunch of Lings patrolling in the main base. Can't unload there at all. This Marine will not make it home to his wife and kids. Just kidding. He's a convict anyway. And Raynor takes game number 2. Beautiful, beautiful display of Zerg there by Raynor. And yeah, Maru's down 116 to 196 supply. His army at this point is 20 Marines and 10 Marauders, which is like, okay, it's not nothing, but he's dealing with 88 Lings with Adrenal and 2-2. He's dealing with Lurkers with Seismic Spines. He's dealing with Hydras. He's dealing with Banelings. Yeah, it was not going to work for him in the end there. He killed 2 hatches, but again, you want to get closer to 10 if you're going to do this thing. Plus, he lost 43 SCVs and only killed 2 drones today, so the economy looks like this. Yeah, that's Terran Nightmare stuff right there. The last 10 minutes of this game have been overwhelmingly Raynor. He's just been able to expand everywhere he wants. And yeah, that fourth base died of his, but when the game was already over, it was already decided, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, great stuff there. I mean, Maru, the harassment, right? Maru losing these SCVs and losing all of these SCVs and getting Lings into the natural base wasn't great either. So the Zerg player is able to slow Maru down way more than the other way. The heroic stand at the fourth base was huge. 12 o'clock died, sure. The drop in the main got rebuffed. That was very scary. Raynor managed it with the Hydras especially. And then from there, just further drops weren't really going to work out for Maru, and he recognized that. The Lurkers were out. He didn't have any ghost tech. He tapped out. No shame in that. So that is a 1-1 finish on our sneaky twofer here today. These two players, amazing. Amazing in their own rights. When they play, you never know who's going to win. If Maru hadn't taken the hit, I think, right? Hadn't taken the hit at this third base here, I think he probably would have gotten into ghost tech sooner and maybe would have been able to put more pressure on this fourth base, and the drop in the main base would have been stronger, and everything would have just gone better for him from there. But you know, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. I think is what they say, or my parents and grandparents would say. So well done. I mean, that was definitely a fantastic little ZVT twofer. Both players playing exceptionally well. Always fun to watch these two, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.